with Adjey. We're talking about the chicory, wine, and getting up close and personal in his very own kitchen.
You know, I was in a bit of purgatory after television. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, the opportunity arose. It was kind of more of a dare than anything else. I complained a lot about what was happening in fast food, and one of my colleagues, peers, sort of said, well, you know, do something about it. I was like, well, I didn't really want to go out and do something about it. I just wanted to continue to complain about it. So, you know, here I am trying to fix it. When I'm actually cooking is the only time, as a joke, it's the only time where the voices stop. Like there's certain times in my life that it doesn't spin anymore. Being in a professional kitchen, you might walk into my world going, it's unraveling. Like, this doesn't look safe. These guys are mean. They've got knives in their hands. There's lots of flames. But for me, that's my serenity. That's really when everything else, the clutter, stops in my life. I couldn't attack it from sort of a corporate identity. A lot of the chains that you see out have no, there's no person behind it. It's a company. It's like, can we frame this up? Will it make money? Can we franchise it? Can we sell it around the world? And I just went about it as a chef, going, could I put my name on a product and stand behind it? So that's sort of where chicory came from. You know, I picked something that I thought that I could control, which is chicken. You know, make sides, make the sauces from scratch, and keep it as chef-like as possible. Probably one of the reasons why, you know, the big American company came in and, you know, bought my other partners out and partnered with me and expanded the restaurant, because from what I'm told from the bigger people is this is what they're looking for. People are looking for chef-driven concepts that are expandable. You know, as fine dining, I really, you know, cut my teeth in fine dining restaurant. When you charge $50 for an entree, you can pretty much buy the best of the best ingredients, really know where it comes from. But that option was never really looked at in a quick serve or a fast food option. And, you know, as I get more concerned about what I eat, I started to think, well, then I have to be responsible for what I feed people. And, you know, I think that will be the challenge, certainly over the next decade, as, you know, I see the younger generations of chefs where it is on the forefront. You know, is this product GMO? Where can I get it? What do I have to take off my menu or add to my menu? And, you know, with the chicory, I'm thinking that I have to now strive and really force myself to give customers options like that. So I went from fine dining at a restaurant here in Toronto called Nectar, which was, you know, there was no words on the menu to describe the food. You know, my menu changed every day, and I think it was at the end of my madness where I could take it. I wanted to push myself to have menus that were up to interpretation by my servers, and they could tell the story and paint the picture without rattling off this laundry list of ingredients. There wasn't a special, because, you know, specials are fridge cleaners, and they're not for the customer, they're for the staff to interject in a conversation you're having at the table. And it was at that point where I didn't know where to go myself, and I could feel it, what was happening out in the city, where people were going against tradition, going against the trend. And I have the market. I have one of the world's best markets around the corner, and I try to force myself to say, can I cook a wholesome meal for $20? And I'm not talking $20 for myself. Can I feed my family for $20? My kids come over, or friends over, and it's possible. So where are we missing it that, you know, two prepared meals from any sort of fast food chain where you get, you know, something to eat and a side and a drink is $10 each? Well, we know that it isn't great for us, that you can go out and make it. And the switch coming back is now that people are understanding how important food is. It's not a burden. It's going to be one of those things that's very important. You know, what are we putting in our body? What's the fuel? Getting back to cooking. We've lost the ability to communicate with each other like you and I are doing now, because if we were anywhere else, we'd be on our phones and we'd be texting back and forth.
I heard that rosé is your favorite.
But in this heat, absolutely, rosé is my favorite.
I brought a sparkling rosé.
Oh, fantastic.
Because I also know your favorite meal is breakfast.
Breakfast,
I
yeah.
read somewhere about
Yes, and I do. Yeah, I love breakfast and I love champagne. I love champagne for breakfast. So.
Okay, well this is basically rosé sparkling.
There we go.
For local, and we were talking earlier about your passion for local, and maybe as you open this sparkling wine, you can share a little bit about that too.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I will open it up and get us the glass for sure. Oh, this looks so good. After growing up in the restaurant business, I come from Scarborough. Not a big wine producing region in Ontario. Not a big wine drinking region in Ontario certainly when I was growing up. But first of all, cheers. Thank you very much.
So who do you look to for creative inspiration?
I get my inspiration from weird places now. I get my inspiration from music, from fashion, from architecture. As you can see my loft, I'm a very tactile person. I get excited by different things, and that excitement turns into food. So what is a bowl? A bowl is a combination of something hot and something cold. It's not a salad because you have hot grains, hot protein. So I had 2 bowls that are coming. One's a Med bowl, one's a Meyer.
Well, let's get started. I'm looking forward to getting put to work.
Perfect. Figure one.
Cheers.